Hey, John Wick, come get your grandmother.
And Julie, she kept calm and reacted strategically, even as these strangers burst into her bedroom demanding valuables. She grabbed her gun and fired a single shot, only to come under fire herself. A 75-year-old woman is being called a hero by neighbors for firing a shot at 2 home invaders. Those strangers fired back. Luckily, she wasn't hurt. It happened on Ettrick Street in the Chabot Park neighborhood in the Hills at about 2 in the morning Wednesday. 2 men kicked through the woman's front door. They went straight for her bedroom, pointed guns at her face, and demanded her phone. What the intruders didn't know was that she owns a .357 Magnum.
She had the presence of mind to reach in her nightstand and get a weapon. And she had it under the covers at first, and then when she saw an opening, she fired a shot.
The men fired back about 17 to 20 shots before leaving with valuables, including jewelry.
We went over afterwards, and we saw gunshots all on the walls.
It's a miracle that she's alive after the number of shots that were fired in her home.
I don't know who this woman is, but she's awesome. She handled herself better than a lot of grown men would, especially considering she was shooting a .357 Magnum. Granted, that wouldn't be my gun of choice, but then again, California does have a magazine limitation of no more than 10 rounds in your gun, a law that I'm pretty sure the fools that broke into this woman's home didn't follow, considering they shot 17 to 20 rounds. Unless you're gonna tell me they each had a 10-round magazine, but I'm not a betting man, so that's not a bet I'm willing to make. People tend to forget the other side of gun ownership. You know, the side that helps people protect their lives. The mainstream media inundates us with so much of the bad things that happen with guns, we easily forget that the gun is the great equalizer. The Second Amendment is the reason why a 75-year-old woman can take on 2 armed robbers and live to tell about it. Name me another amendment that you can say that about. I'd wait, but I'd be here forever because you can't. That's how important the Second Amendment is. Now, these 2 imbeciles have to go back to whatever hole they crawled out of and live with the fact that they got bested by a 75-year-old woman using a gun that was probably older than she is. Now, I don't know how many people caught it, but this home invasion happened in the expensive part of Oakland, which is saying a lot considering everything in California is expensive. Yet it still happened in this neighborhood, which should tell you something. Every and anybody can become a victim. So stop playing Russian roulette with your safety and go and buy a gun, get training, and learn to use and operate that gun responsibly. You heard the woman in the video. Everyone in the neighborhood is armed. Don't let the mainstream media trick you into believing people don't have guns. These people live in one of the most anti-gun states in the country, and they just told you everyone in their neighborhood has a gun, which is exactly how not only a neighborhood, but the country should be. This right here.
This is a message also for the criminals that people in Oakland, we're tired of the lawlessness. People are standing up. People are fighting back.
They're really playing with with their lives, because all these people around here are armed.
Should be the mentality of every responsible citizen in this country, because that's what the Second Amendment meant when it said a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. I am not the militia because I want to be. I'm the militia because I have to be. The only person who is guaranteed to be there when it really matters is me. So I do my best to be the most defensively capable me I can be. And the way I do that is with arms, just like the 75-year-old woman did against 2 home invaders. So when the Second Amendment says a well-regulated militia, it's not talking about the army. It's not talking about the police. It's talking about you and I. I am the militia. You are the militia. And together we are the militia. So head over to shop.mrcolionnoir.com and shop the I Am the Militia collection of shirts, hats, and drinkware. And don't forget to share and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and I almost forgot. For those who asked me about it on the last video, yes, this Texas hat right here, the Keep America Tactical hat, this hat is available in all 50 states. So it's not just in Texas, it's also available in all of the 50 states. You know how frightening it is to think about what happens in the moments before, during, and even days after having to use your gun in self-defense? When you first start carrying a gun for protection, it can be a very scary and nerve-wracking experience, especially if you haven't gotten the education and training you need to feel confident. I've been there myself, hoping I never have to go through a self-defense shooting, which is why I'm a member of the USCCA. As a USCCA member, you can eliminate some of the stress of carrying a gun for protection by accessing the amazing wealth of firearm education, training, and current state-specific gun laws of your state or states you may travel to. This can help you be prepared for or hopefully even avoid a self-defense incident. As a bonus, members automatically become insured on the self-defense liability insurance policy purchased by and issued to the USCCA. Click below to learn more. I'm sure the YouTube algorithm is going to do a phenomenal job of suppressing this message. So please share this video with as many people as you can so we can beat the algorithm and get our two-way message out to the masses. Also, don't forget to like this video and leave a comment and hit the bell and subscribe button.